So we have a theory on this channel that you can accomplish much greater things than what you ever thought.
This trail that we're on. Welcome back to That Was Fun. We have got some big plans for our biking adventures this year. It's still pretty early in the season though, so we're starting off with what we're calling a medium-high spice ride.
What does that even mean?
You know, like, it's gonna give you a little bit of burn, but it's not gonna like melt you down completely.
That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? You ever watch Hot Ones? Consider this like getting about halfway through all the sauces.
That's the worst comparison I've ever heard.
Well, what I mean is we're gonna be having to work hard for this. Like we're gonna feel it, we're gonna be burning, but we won't be completely nuked by the end. We'll be able to recover okay.
Fine. People avoid trying things that feel too big or unfamiliar, and this causes them to lead unfulfilling lives and miss out on big achievements.
Today we're on our road bikes for a 40-mile training ride, but when we started out cycling, the idea of riding 40 miles or even 20 sounded crazy. It felt too big, like we'd get halfway through the ride, have to stop, and then Uber back.
Whew. Do you ever feel that way?
Maybe you're like me and you struggle to find the confidence to try something new. Or maybe you're afraid to get hurt, or maybe you don't think you have the right bike. But what if that was just in your head? What if you could ride much further than you think right now?
You don't need to be Lance Armstrong or have the fanciest bike on the market to hit a new distance PR. What you actually need is some prep, some proof of concept, and encouragement to hit a longer ride.
So in this video, we're gonna compare what it feels like to ride 10, 20, and 40 miles. We're gonna go over our gear, what we bring on the ride, how we feel during and after, and anything else we can think of. We got this whole setup here, like this thing is legit. So whether your bike is just collecting dust in the garage, or if you really are Lance Armstrong, follow along with us and get hype to set a new PB on your bike. We're riding the Loveland Bike Trail today, which is a part of a trail that goes all the way from the Ohio River to Lake Erie. And we prefer to stay on these types of trails that are away from traffic just for safety reasons. And if you don't have access to anything like this, the road is a perfectly fine option. Just make sure to take all the proper precautions: helmets, lights, reflective clothing, etc. Always wear your helmet if you're riding near traffic. If you're a newer rider, probably the most important skill to develop is awareness. You need to be prepared for changes on the path like hills, sharp turns, rough patches, and even debris. This can catch you off guard and potentially cause a fall. Be mindful of other people using the trails. On nice days, especially early in the season, the path can and probably will get very crowded. You're going to encounter people walking, running, people riding slower and faster than you too. So to stay safe and avoid accidents, make sure to follow good etiquette, pass others on the left and clearly call it out.
Thank you.
How many people there are. That was one of the things that bears repeating to be aware of. Like when it's a nice day, you are going to be fighting through traffic. Oh yeah. Okay. Whew. We have stopped here officially at the 10-mile mark. Sorry, actually that's 12 miles. Why don't you give me an update on how you're feeling here?
I feel pretty good. Neck's like starting to cramp on me like a little bit, but it's not too bad. I definitely feel like I could go like another 30 miles.
Well, good. Conveniently, that's exactly what you have to do. My neck is also a little sore, but that's okay. That's one of those deals is like you're either gonna have to find a way to, either find a way to stretch it or just be aware of it. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse. It's so hard to, but you do need to stop.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you.
It's fine, I'm getting myself. I won't be happy. I hope that it was just on the periphery of this camera. Okay, we just filmed our little stop. We just filmed our little 10-mile check-in bit. And man, that was a comedy of errors. So I'm locking in until we get to 20, and then we'll stop and check in. Give me 2 pass on the left. Too many people. So we wanted to take a minute to talk about the bikes that we were riding. First, and I cannot stress this enough, you do not need an expensive bike to get a great workout and to take a long ride. I mean, you don't need a Bugatti to get to work, right? So a cheaper bike will work just fine.
Now we are riding road bikes, which are built for long distances and speed. They are light and efficient, and part of what makes them go really fast is their skinny little tires. But here's the catch, they are built for speed, not comfort. You will feel every little bump on those skinny little tires.
There are plenty of other types of bikes to ride that are way more comfortable, but they are slower.
Because here's the thing, if riding a road bike is uncomfortable for you, you're not going to want to ride.
And you're definitely not going to want to push yourself for the longest ride you can do.
So use a bike that feels safest and fits your goals. That was definitely worth it. 100%, 100% worth it.
So this part of the ride I called novice but adventurous because a 20-mile bike ride can really get pretty uncomfortable towards the end, especially if you're not used to it.
When we were younger, we used to just hop on the bike and go, no prep or anything. We do not recommend that. You need to get yourself in the right mindset and prepare.
Think of it like skiing. Say it's a warm day, maybe getting closer to the spring, so you leave your warm jacket at home, you just wear the hoodie, but you forget, I'm still gonna be in snow, so now you're wet, you're freezing.
Same thing with biking. You wouldn't wear flip-flops to a hike, so don't go on long distances without dressing for it.
So wear the padded bike shorts. I know it makes you feel silly, I know you don't like the tight shorts, but your butt will thank you. Make sure to wear your sunglasses and your sunscreen. You do not want that biker tan.
Bottom line, a little prep goes a long way. Dress for the weather, stay comfy, and hopefully you'll want to do it again.
You will, trust me. I love it. So here's a little rundown of everything we make sure to bring when we're going on a long ride. Water. Bring more than you think you're going to need. Bring your phone. You're going to want to listen to some tunes. You know I always say, you got to have good tunes. Make sure you bring your keys. I've locked my keys in my car before and it ruined my ride. Additionally, bring your snacks. Make sure to bring your spare tubes. I have done rides before where I forgot it and I had a bad time. So you want to bring tubes, CO2, the tools to change a tire. Lastly, bring a credit card for when you find those like little mom and pop shops or a gas station and you need another drink.
Go now, let they lace my souls. I could walk on air like I'm stepping on stone. I'ma spark this shit, don't fear no death. I'ma burn that down to the ashes cold. On fire, on fire, on fire, on fire, on fire. I'm lying, I'm on fire, I'm lying. I'm on fire, no fire, I'm on fire, I'm on fire, no fire, no fire, no fire. I'm lying, on fire, no fire, no fire, no fire, no fire. I'm lying, no fire, I'm lying, no fire.
That's 20. So we're gonna go and find a place to have a little rest and go over how we're feeling. Tell me how you're feeling.
I feel pretty good. I will say my limbs are getting like a little tired, leg cramping, but then I took some liquid IV and that really helped the cramping in my legs and just like the overall rejuvenation.
Rejuvenation, that's a big word. We're just gonna try to have more snacks than we think we need, drink more water than we think we need. We brought more than we thought we needed. On this channel, we try to make problems. It's not like a roadblock. It's like, what am I going to do about it? Some would call that a but therefore format. You know, we want to keep going, but my neck hurts, so I've got to be diligent about stopping and stretching it. I feel pretty good too. We're just going to sit here and enjoy the rest of our snacks. I think we're going to stop one more time when there's about 5 miles left, because a little foreshadowing, I think that's probably going to be when we both are feeling our most tired. Is when there's only about 5 minutes or 5 minutes. When there's 5 minutes left, we're gonna be loving life.
Yeah.
When there's 5 miles left, that 5 miles, I feel like that's that part where you're like, why did I ride this far out? What was I thinking? 40 miles was too long. But so we'll check in there, and for now we're just gonna enjoy the rest of our snacks. Yum!
Have to go around Lunkin, but so what other shots do you think you want to get?
My back is starting to hurt. The tip. That's beautiful for it. This crowd is all to ourselves. Not sure if
you'll be able to hear me, but I just wanted to, we're just starting back on our last 20 miles here. So got the 10, got the 20.
Going on a long ride like this, you cannot skip fueling. You need calories, and especially carbs, to keep yourself going.
Another thing to keep in mind is how long a ride of this length actually takes. This whole video, just the riding part, took us about 4.5 hours. You need to factor in the ride itself, stops that you want to make, any repairs that you're going to have to do.
We always want to get back before dark because it's safer, and honestly, the bugs start getting really heinous at that point.
Oh, do they ever. Yeah, always make sure to check the weather before you go, because we have been caught in storms before, and that is no fun at all.
Speaking of that, wind, it can be your best friend or your worst enemy. On a good day, it pushes you along and makes you feel like Superman. Other times, you're riding straight into it the whole time. The thing about a long bike ride is that you feel good up until you don't, and then everything changes pretty quickly.
So you need to make sure to plan for it. If you need to take longer time, then take longer time. If you need to have more snacks, then have more snacks. Because you're going to be tempted to try to power through it, and if you're not a seasoned rider, if you're not comfortable with that, you could be putting yourself in a bad position.
Did I not fall? I didn't get a flat either. Yo!
For a ride of this length, it comes down to planning and conditioning. If I could give you one takeaway from this, it would be to focus on these two things.
These are the things that are in your control, and maximizing on them really sets you up nicely to achieve something new and difficult.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Thank you, guys.
Remember your why, and remember that you planned and accounted for all of this. Remind your brain that you already counted the cost and you know there's enough left in the tank to get you through.
So we are just about exactly 30 miles in, 10 miles to go. Neck is hurting. I'm just gonna stretch it out. We're gritting through, we're having fun. We're gonna stop with 5 miles to go to give the check-in, because I'm betting then some of our parts are gonna be screaming. Do you know what I'm saying? I think you do. That was good.
Baby, and we don't care much about tomorrow, and it's okay.
Gotta make it look cool.
Oh baby, don't you know that it's over? You know we gotta make it out alive. Baby, don't you know that it's over? Oh baby.
We've got almost exactly 5 miles left. Here's a pro tip for you. 2 pro tips. I'm not even gonna charge you for these. Know where your gas stations and convenience stores are. We ran through all of our water, all of it. Second pro tip, be familiar with your route, because I know exactly where we're parked and how long it's gonna take us to get home, and it's a big boon to my mental health.
We have known each other for a long, long time. Baby, don't you know that it's over? You know we're gonna make.
This is last stop before we get back to the truck. About 5 miles left. I actually started to hit that point of I don't know why I went this far when there was like 25 miles left. But then we got to a part of the trail that was mostly downhill.
That was nice.
So that was nice. So now I'm feeling a lot better. So
Kind of like when I got halfway, I was like, ugh, this is taking forever. But then it's like, I feel like when you go like more, it's like, what's one more mile? Like,
that's very true. The main takeaway is anticipate this feeling of why did I go this far, especially if you're going for a new PR for distance. Like anticipate this part where everything hurts and you wish that you hadn't tried to do this. Thank you for joining this long. Don't click off yet. We wouldn't leave you. You're our favorite child.
By the end of that ride, we were pretty cooked. I think we attempted to film an outro there, but it was dicey at best.
it's always good starting out with the bike ride. It's always fun until you get, for me at least, the 20-mile mark, and then everything starts to feel uncomfortable, like my neck.
I was gonna say neck starts hurting, back starts hurting, hands start going numb. It's a whole thing.
So that's why you want to make sure that you plan very well with snacks, water,
We're doing something.
anything that will make you feel more comfortable.
One of the notions that I was hoping people would take away from this is you can accomplish what you want through preparation and a mindset shift. When we were getting close to the end of that ride, it was definitely starting to set in that I was ready to be done with it, and I was getting tired and my neck and my back hurt. But when I think back on that, I really do think our planning went a long way. I know we're just regular people, but I genuinely hope if somebody's watching this, they feel that little spark of inspiration.
I want people to not be afraid of big challenges.
And workout, so.
Let me make sure this is really...
There it is, 41.28. 4 hours, 19 minutes. That's faster than I thought it would be.
I'll be.
Hit me with one of these and say that was fun.
That was fun.